How I Survived a Plane Crash. Maria Wolsen's story. I've always been afraid of flying. Funny, right? 32 years old, dozens of flights. Yet every time there was turbulence, I'd grip my seat and pray for it to be over. But that flight changed my life forever. I was flying from Los Angeles to Tokyo, just a regular international flight. A Boeing 777, packed with people. Some were sleeping, some watching movies, and I was just staring out the window, dreaming about the hot bowl of ramen I'd have upon arrival. 3 hours before landing, the plane suddenly shook. At first, just slightly, then harder. I glanced at the woman sitting next to me, an elderly Japanese lady. She had felt it too. The flight attendants were still smiling, but their eyes betrayed concern. And then it happened. First, a sudden jolt downward. I felt my stomach rise to my throat. Someone screamed. The captain's voice came over the intercom. "We are experiencing severe turbulence." But he didn't finish. Bang! The lights flickered. The plane vibrated violently. The cabin erupted in chaos. Seats shook. Overhead compartments burst open, and bags started raining down. I grabbed my seatbelt tight. Then a second impact, and suddenly, we were falling, actually falling. Screams, cries, the sound of metal tearing apart. I remember looking out the window. The wing was on fire. This is it, I thought. This is how it ends. I don't know how long it lasted. Maybe a minute, maybe an eternity. And then, boom. A deafening crash, a violent jolt, a searing pain in my chest. Then darkness. When I woke up, it was eerily quiet. The smell of smoke filled the air. My head throbbed, and before my eyes, what was left of the plane's cabin. I hadn't even realized yet that I had survived. Then, I heard a moan. Faint cries. Remembering survival tips, I quickly checked myself. Bruises, cuts, but nothing fatal. Around me, wreckage, torn seats, and fire. I need to get out. I unbuckled my seatbelt and started crawling forward. To my right, part of the fuselage was in flames, and smoke was filling the cabin fast. In a panic, I remembered. Breathe through fabric. I tore a piece of my shirt, covered my mouth, and kept moving. Suddenly, someone grabbed my wrist. "Please." A man, maybe in his 40s, his leg trapped under a seat. I couldn't leave him. Gathering all my strength, I pulled, shoved, and after what felt like forever, he broke free. We crawled forward together. When we finally emerged outside, it was hell. A torn-apart plane, debris, flames, bodies. I turned away, not wanting to see. The man, his name was Tom, and I moved away, fearing an explosion. Soon, other survivors joined us. Out of 243 passengers, only 17 of us had made it. We were stranded in the jungle. No signal, no hope. But then, I realized something important. I was alive, and I would do whatever it took to stay that way. After 2 days, rescuers found us. We endured freezing nights, the desperate search for water, and the fear that no one would come. But we made it. Now, whenever I look up at the sky, I no longer fear flying, because I know, as long as you don't give up, you have a chance to survive. If you enjoyed my story, hit like and subscribe. And remember, life is your greatest chance.